Hello everyone. So this is the continuation of chapter rotational dynamics. So far we have covered some of the part of circular motion. In last lecture we have seen the motion of a vehicle on a horizontal curve road. Okay. So today we and also we see the motion of a vehicle under wall of death. I can show you the image of wall of death. So this is the image where a person sitting on a vehicle moving around wall of death. Okay, and I have also image for some of the horizontal circular motion. So this is called chakri that are present in gardens for childrens. Okay, and some of the other. Okay, so you have used all these in your childhood, and this is your vertical circular motion and merry-go-round. Okay, so all these are the examples of circular motion. Today we'll continue with the next part of circular motion. So the next application is on vehicle on a bank road and why it is necessary for road to make it is a bank. Okay, so banking means incline the one of the edge of road with some angle. So I can show you the diagram for bank road. Okay, let me open. So in this diagram you can see that the road is the this part of, okay, let me, this part of road is horizontal or attached to ground, but the outer edge is inclined with some angle. Okay, why it is made, we will see the reason. This part of edge of road is inclined. Okay, we will see why the road is banked or inclined with some angle. Okay, I will show the some other diagrams also. In this case also this part of edge is inclined and this part is towards lower. Okay, you can see that there is a some inclination in this part. Okay, the reason behind the making the road as bank, that if a vehicle has a high speed, then the vehicle will travel on the outer edge. Okay, due to its high speed. If it is a have a speed less than the maximum safety speed, then it will travel along inner edge. Okay, so when the speed is more than the safety speed of road, then this outer edge, if it is inclined with some angle, then it this outer edge with some angle will push the vehicle to remain it as a on inner side. Okay, so initially we have seen in the case of road which are horizontal curve road, so their friction plays a very important role. Okay, but this friction is not reliable. Okay, because in rainy season or if the road is wet with water or because of some oily, the friction doesn't play any role for providing a necessary centrifugal force. Okay, so that's why there is another way to increase the safety speed for a vehicle by making roads outer edge inclined with some angle with inner edge. Okay, बेसिकली हमको क्या करना है कि एक रोड दिया है, रोड है, उसका इनर एज इनर एज हॉरिजॉन्टली रहेगा, सिर्फ जो उसका आउटर एज उसको हम सब एंगल के साथ उठा देते हैं. ओके, आई कैन यू कैन अगेन विल शो डायग्राम. सो इन दिस डायग्राम ये इनर एज आपका इंक्लाइन इनर एज एज इट इज है, जस्ट आउटर एज को रेज किया विद सम एंगल. सो स्पीड इंक्रीज होगा, देन व्हीकल विल गो ऑन outer edge side. Okay, as speed is decreasing the vehicle again comes on lower side. So speed ज़्यादा होने की वजह से vehicle आपका outer edge side पे जाता है. So this inclined surface push vehicle to remain on inner side, not go outside this road. Okay, so it provides a normal reaction force to make the vehicle to remain on the road, not outside the road. Okay, otherwise if this uh, part is not inclined, if the speed is increasing, then vehicle go outside the road. So this is the basic idea behind making a road with some inclination. Okay, so let's see what are the calculations to be made for making the road to be inclined with some angle. So in it is a simple diagram where they have not considered the friction. So in this case, two forces acting on the road, one of the weight mg, this weight mg, and one of this normal reaction force n. Okay, as this angle theta by geometry is same with this angle of normal reaction force with vertical direction. Okay, if you increase this angle, then this angle will also increase and normal reaction force will shift it towards ground side. Okay, so we know the resolution of vectors. So this vector n can be divided into vertical and horizontal component. So this is your vertical component n cos theta, and n sin theta is your horizontal component. Okay, so from the geometry of diagram, this weight mg is balanced by what? This vertical component of normal reaction force. And we know that as vehicle is traveling along a curved road, okay, a curved road, and curved road is a part of circular path. So vehicle is basically performing a circular motion, and we know that for circular motion centripetal force is required. So n cos theta is balanced by weight mg, and this n sin theta component provides as it is directed towards center of curved path or circular path. So it will provide necessary centripetal force, because we know that centripetal force always point towards center of circle. Okay, so by assuming this balancing condition, here we have n cos theta equal to mg and n sin theta equal to what? Mb square by r. By dividing these two equations, here you can see in my notes, n cos theta equal to mg, n sin theta equal to mb square by r. Dividing second 2 by 1, we will get this angle tan theta. Okay, we are getting as a maximum safety speed vs, and the angle by which road can be inclined, or it is called as angle of banking, theta equal to tan inverse of b square by rg. In both these two formula, we can see that there is no any term related to mass of vehicle. So we can say that most safety speed and angle of banking both are independent on mass of vehicle, or it not they do not depend on the mass of vehicle. Okay, so this is the maximum safety speed on a bank road, and we already say the maximum safety speed for a horizontal curve road. Okay, so the further then, if you move ahead in the chapter, so there are two limits are given for this maximum safety speed. So the speed can be lower than this maximum safety speed as v1, and speed can be greater than this maximum safety speed. So speed lower than maximum safety speed I taken as a v1, and speed greater than this maximum safety speed I taken it as a v2. Okay, so there are two speeds given in the book. So first speed in the diagram I will explain. So let's first me. So in first case, v1 is called lower limit and v2 is called upper limit. So in lower limit, we assume that this we have derived the formula above. Okay, let me show you clear the diagram. So maximum safety speed, you can see as formula we have derived v equal to root rg tan theta. So the v1 is a lower limit, so it should be smaller than this speed. Okay, so in the first case in lower limit, the centrifugal force of acting on vehicle is less than this n sin theta. Where it is in n sin theta, let's see in the diagram. So in this case, the speed of vehicle is less than n sin theta. Okay, so if speed is less than n sin theta, it means vehicle will remain on inner side of road. Okay, on the inner edge. Okay, it will move towards inner edge. As it is moving towards inner edge, the frictional force felt by the tires of vehicle will act in upward direction. Always remember, if we move forward, okay, then vehicle or frictional force acting on your foot will be in opposite direction, because frictional force is self-adjusting force. If we move forward, frictional force will act in backward direction. If we if you move backward, then frictional force will act in forward direction. It is self-adjusting force. So in this lower limit case, what is happening, as speed of vehicle is less than most safety speed, so we vehicle will travel or travel along the road towards on inner side. Okay, so its tire will go towards inner side. It will feel frictional force towards upward direction, so that's why frictional force is directed towards upward direction. Okay, and as it is mentioned for lower limit, it is less than this n sin theta. Okay, okay, centrifugal force acting on road is centrifugal force acting on vehicle is less than n sin theta. Okay, so let's move ahead in the derivation. Let me clear all these. So we will see the first case. So from the diagram you can see that in this is your lower speed limit. So this is your frictional for fs. As you can see that these two are parallel lines. Okay, this and these two are parallel lines, and we know that if a line cut to parallel line incline, so these angles are same. Okay, so in the same way, this theta, this angle theta and the angle theta will be same. So frictional force can be divided into two part by resolution. Horizontal component is fs cos theta and vertical component is fs sin theta. Okay, so from the diagram you can see that now the weight mg is balanced by, earlier it is balanced by n cos theta, now it is balanced by n cos theta plus fs sin theta, or you can write as mg equal to n cos theta plus fs sin theta. Okay, and for earlier, in this case, centripetal force is provided by this n sin theta, but it this n sin theta is opposed by this horizontal component. Okay, so now the centripetal force will be provided by n sin theta minus fs cos theta, or we already see this condition as centripetal magnitude of centripetal force and centrifugal force is same. As centrifugal force is less than n sin theta, why it is less than? Because this n sin theta is opposed by this frictional force. Okay, so that's why centripetal force equal to n sin theta minus fs cos theta. So let me conclude. So what are this mg equal to n cos theta plus fs sin theta, and the centripetal force is equal to n sin theta minus fs cos theta. So let's see in the notes. Let me clear all this. So yeah, dividing, we are getting two conditions, mg equal to fs sin theta plus n cos theta. I write it as a first, and then centripetal force, magnitude of centripetal and centrifugal force is same, only the direction is different. So now here we consider as a centripetal force. Okay, okay, but here in the condition we assumed as a centrifugal force, or you can say as a centripetal also, no need to get confused. So dividing equation 2 by 1, so just divide, then let's solve this, gets cancelled. Okay, this derivation they have directly given the formula. I have solved all these, how we get the final formula. So let's see. So on dividing equation 1 and equation 2, you get this. this mm gets cancelled, v square by rg, v is a v1 square or v minimum, as it is a lower limit. We divided numerator and denominator by n cos theta. Okay, in the next step just divide this n cos theta to this term, n cos theta to this. Okay, just separate out n sin theta upon n cos theta, fs cos theta upon n, or give this n cos theta to each term. Similarly here n cos theta is given to fs sin theta, and cos theta is given to this ns cos theta. So similar terms gets cancelled out. Cos theta gets sin theta upon cos theta is tan theta, and then gets cancelled out. Okay, sin theta upon cos theta is what? Tan theta. Okay, so far you have understood. Just see again. Okay, in the next step we are getting this after cutting out all this. Okay, one, this sin theta upon cos theta is tan theta, and then gets cancelled out. Okay, and this frictional force upon normal reaction force is, or frictional force we need F is equal to what? Mu n. Okay, or frictional force is proportional to what? Normal reaction force. For to avoid the proportionality sign, we are taking as a constant. This constant is called as a coefficient of friction. Okay, here we consider coefficient of static friction. So just replace this Fs by n equal to mu. Okay, so just replace. Now this Rg will go on right hand side and just v1 square. So take the right hand side in a square root. Okay, so this v1 is nothing but the lower speed limit or v minimum. Okay, so in this case what we assume that the speed is less than maximum safety speed. As speed is less, so the vehicle will travel along the inner side of road. As it go towards inner side, the frictional force will act in upward direction. Okay, whereas in the second case, here vehicle will travel on inner side, that's a frictional force acting in upward direction, or along the road, along the inclined surface of road, but in upward direction. In the second case, the speed of vehicle is more than safety speed. As the speed is more than the safety speed, vehicle will travel on the upper side of road. So as it is traveling on upper side of road, it will feel frictional force in along the inclined surface of road, but in downward direction. So that is the only difference. In all part it's same, and in this case the speed is more than maximum safety speed. So centrifugal force acting on vehicle will be more than this and sin theta. Okay, these two are different regarding frictional force, and as speed is greater than the centrifugal force acting, or centrifugal force acting on vehicle will be more, and otherwise all part is same. So in this scenario, what, who balances who? So you can see that in this diagram. Now the n cos theta, earlier maximum safety speed n cos theta is balanced by mg. In this case n cos theta along with horizontal component, sorry, vertical component of frictional force balances weight. Now in this case, now the frictional force is fs is directed towards downward. Okay, you can see here z is formed, this angle and these angles are same. We know in, we have learned in geometry. So this angle theta and this theta is same. We again divide fs in two component. The component near the angle is always cos theta, fs cos theta. This is your horizontal component of frictional force, and this f sin theta is vertical component. Now this vertical component is directed towards downward side. Now from the geometry, this n cos theta is balanced by f sin theta plus mg. Okay, in this case both are balancing this mg. Now here the thing is opposite, n cos theta is balanced by f sin theta plus mg. Okay, so here n cos theta equal to f sin theta plus mg. or you can say that mg equal to n cos theta minus f sin theta. Okay, in this case, what is that? Mg equal to n cos theta plus f sin theta. But here, mg equal to what? N cos theta minus f sin theta, as it is in opposite direction. Okay, and for centripetal force, in this case, centripetal force equal to n sin theta minus this force. But here, this centripetal force is equal to provided by both force n sin theta and fs cos theta. As I already say, speed is increasing, centrifugal force is increase, and we know that magnitude of centrifugal force and centripetal force is same. So as centripetal force will also increase, that's why centripetal force is now provided by n sin theta plus fs cos theta, where in this case the lower speed limit case, it is n sin theta minus fs cos theta. So there is a change in sign in this case. Okay, so let's see the derivation in my note. So in this case, mg equal to n cos theta minus fs sin theta, and centripetal force is increasing. In the same way, all these we are getting from the diagram. Okay, so you can see the difference in both cases. So here this plus n cos theta plus n cos theta, only this frictional force gets reversed. Okay, so in the diagram I can show you. So in this case, fs cos theta, let me clear all this. Fs cos theta is directed towards right hand side. Now it is directed towards left hand side. So that's why sign is reverse. Here f sin theta is directed above or vertically up. Now it is vertically down. So that's why in this case, from this case you can see as fs sin theta, so direction is changed. So that's why it comes as a negative. Similarly here minus fs cos theta, it is direction is changed, so fs cos theta will change to plus fs cos theta. Okay, direction is reverse in the second case. So let me, the derivation all is same, just divide these two equations. Divide equation 2 by equation 1. Okay, similarly this gets cancelled. Here v2 is higher speed limit or vmax. Okay, then in the third, just divide by n cos theta. Again just separate out n cos theta with each term, each numerator term, n sin theta upon n cos theta, fs cos theta upon n cos theta. Okay, given to each term. Okay, here you can see. Okay, okay, let's move ahead. So this uh, cos theta gets cancelled and n gets cancelled, this whole is getting cancelled. So sin upon cos is tan theta fs by n, and fs by n, again this fs by n is mu s, as we have seen in this previous case. Same, just put there the same you will get, but only with the opposite sign. Okay, so you can see the differences in both the formulae. So only the sign is reversed. Here it is minus sign, here it is plus, here it is plus sign, here it is minus. Or you can conclude, remember the formula. So as it is a lower speed limit, so denominator should be greater than numerator. As it is plus sign, so that's why denominator is more. As v2 or vmax, it is a maximum speed, so denominator should be less than numerator and numerator should be greater than denominator. Okay, let me repeat. If both are the ratio, okay, so in case of ratio, if when the ratio is greater than 1, when denominator is less than numerator, so in this case numerator is we are adding. Okay, so that's when numerator is greater than and denominator we are we are subtracting. So numerator is greater than denominator, that's why we are going to get a maximum speed. Whereas in this case, numerator is less than denominator, so we are going to get a lower speed. Okay, we can also, if you get confused with the signs of formula, okay, where it is plus, where it is minus, so just remember it by thinking like this way. So we have derived three formulas. First, maximum safety speed. So maximum safety speed is Vs, then V1, then V2. V1 is lower speed limit or V minimum. V2 is your higher speed limit or V max. We have seen four formulae on this banking of road. One is for banking of road, sorry, maximum safety speed, then banking angle of banking, that is your tan square, sorry, tan inverse of V square by RG, and then lower speed limit and higher speed limit. Okay, let's see some of the problems on this topic. Those are solved in your book. And there is one thing, one line is here in the book for on angle of banking. So if your angle of banking is greater than 45 degree, okay, so if you put here for angle is equal to or greater than 45, so this denominator will come as, this will come as what, 1, or it will come as a infinity, and V max becomes V max. This denominator term will come as a 0, and as denominator is 0, the numerator term will be infinity. So V max will come in infinity. Okay. So in this case, upper limit is not defined. Only minimum limit is defined. Okay. The road is cannot be heavily banked. This theta is approximately will be not more than 10 degree, or okay, in the maximum case it is 15 degree, but there is no any condition for making it is 45 degree. Okay, and there is, if mu s is equal to 0, then we will get the max most safe speed. Okay, because the most safe speed derivation is done without considering the frictional force. So for lower speed limit and maximum speed limit, we have considered the frictional force, but for this case most safety speed, we have not considered the frictional force. Okay, so there is one solved problem in the book. So a racing track of curvature, uh, so this is your radius is given it. Okay, banking with angle tan inverse of 0.5, theta is given, coefficient of static friction is given 0.2. Determine the speed limits with 10% margin. What does it mean? So you have a formula for B minimum and B maximum. We will find by, because all data is given, you just put, you will get the answer. So your answer you are getting. Okay, but question is what asked, determine the speed limits with 10% margin. What does it mean? If V minimum you are getting as 5.196 meter, so for in minimum increase the speed by 10%, and for maximum decrease the speed by 10%. Okay, so you want 10% margin means we don't do, we want to live within these minimum and maximum limits, not out of this. So for minimum, okay, we will, so consider there is a, this is your number line, this is your Vs most safety speed, this is your V minimum. Okay, V minimum, this is your V maximum. Okay, so 10% margin means you will uh, within the 10% of this minimum, and 10% maximum means for B minimum you are increasing because it is on minimum side. Okay, and for B maximum we are lowering. Okay, so always remember, for B minimum will add 10% of 5.196 in this. So what I did here, and for maximum we will minus from 10% for B maximum. So you can see here I have, okay, 5.196. Let me open the pop-up note. So here 5.196 plus 5.196 into 10%, 10 by 100. Okay, so just solved. Many student gets confused here. Why? Let me see what is given earlier here for 10%. Let me clear all this. 5.196 into 110 by 100. Why they written like this? So they are written like that because so we have to increase by 10%. So you can see that. So 5.196 plus 5.196 into 10 by 100. 10% means 10 by 100. So just take 5.196 common. You will get 1 plus 10 by 100. It means if you cross multiply, you will get 110 by 100. Okay. As you are getting 10% higher for B minimum. In case of V maximum, we will subtract 10% lower. 10%. So you are getting 10 B minimum, B maximum as 8.775. Okay. So for this, what 10% lower, and for lower you are taking multiply with 90 by 100. How it is come? Let me show you. So in this case, this value you have taken, you have to minus it 10%, 0.775 into 10 by 100. Just take it as common. 1 minus 10 by 100. If you cross multiply, you will get 90 by 100. Okay, that's why you are multiplying by 90 by 100 for lower. Okay, so what you have done in this problem? So you have just find it first V minimum and V maximum as per formula. This part is simple. Okay, and for 10% margin for V minimum you will add 10%, and for V maximum you will minus 10%. Okay, and your range will be within 5.196 meter per second is the minimum range, and 7.896 meter per second is your maximum range. So if the problem in the problem is given 20% margin, then what you have done? So in this case you have, here I am written 10 by 100, you have written 20 by 100. Okay, so in the final what you will get here, 120 by 100, and here you will minus this. Let me clear. Minus 8.775 is your original, so you have to minus 20% of 8.77. So multiply 8.77 into 20 by 100, and or just take it a common. Okay, so 1 minus 20 by 100, you will get 80 by 100. Okay, so in that case for lower limit you have taken it as a multiply with the maximum value for, let me clear this. For 20% margin you have added 120 by 100, taken at 120 by 100, and for 20% lower for this V maximum you have here taken as 80 by 100. Okay, so in this case we have seen the banking of root part. We have in the incoming videos I have solved some of the board problems later on this topic, so just watch that. Okay, so remember all these four formulae: just mode, safety, speed, angle of banking, and these speed limits. I hope you have understood this margins problem. So just remember only for B minimum 10, always add 10% or whatever percent x%, and for V maximum just minus x%, or x is a variable which may be in exam. So in next lecture we will see conical pendulum. Okay, thank you.